During spring migration, about 1 billion birds pass through Texas in an effort to protect birds from light pollution, which is both distracting and dangerous. Audubon Texas is asking families and businesses to participate in the Lights Out Texas campaign. Richard Gibbons and Chloe Crumley with Audubon Texas are here to talk about how the Lights Out Texas program began. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming on this show. When I was talking with my producers about this, I was so excited to learn more about this campaign. Talk to us about how it began.
Well, it really began in 2017 with a mass collision happening in Galveston. Houston Audubon worked with Cornell Lab of Ornithology to take the reins and say, we need to do something about this. That collision happened with one building in the Galveston area. And soon after that, decided that we realized lights in our area are a big impact for those migrating birds. And Texas has some of the worst or highest light pollution cities that are causing that impact. And so we want to work with our Texans across the state to help reduce light so we can help our migrating birds coming through here.
It's been a minute, but I did a story on the bird migration and the migratory corridor here in Southeast Texas when I first arrived in Houston about 2 years ago. And I went down to the sanctuary down in Bolivar, I believe, to learn more about the migratory season and the corridor. And I believe at the time they told me that this Southeast Texas, this stretch of land is the largest corridor in North America for the migratory route. Is that correct?
That's fair, yes. So in spring and fall, millions, up to 1 billion birds plus are pouring through Texas, and most of those are coming through this part of the coast on the east side, and landfall coming across the Gulf of Mexico or around the Gulf. This is Grand Central Station for migratory birds. Yes.
Yeah, it was really incredible to be out there and to see all the different types of birds. For people watching right now, whether it be families or people who are a part of a corporation or a business, what do they need to know? What should they do to comply with these guidelines to protect these birds?
We recommend that everyone reduce their light, especially non-essential lighting, between the hours of 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Because again, most of our migratory birds are traveling at night. And so by reducing your lighting, you can turn off your lights, you can close your blinds, and you can put lights on motion sensors if they are for safety. Even on your buildings, those non-essential lights will reduce the amount of light coming out and distracting our birds. So we really recommend that as a key step to start helping our migration birds this season.
And when is peak for the spring migration happening?
Great question. Migration is already underway. Last night there were 20 million birds aloft, and wow. Only 8 million passed through, meaning that 12 million decided to stick around and refuel in our region here in Harris County and the surrounding counties. So what that means is it's on, but it peaks in late April and early May. And so we're asking people to take action from now through the middle of May.
Yeah, looking forward, it's critical to have this information and certainly do your part in helping these birds. Talk to us about the future goals with what it is that you're doing.
Absolutely. Well, we really want to see that Texans all across the state take this initiative to heart and not only turn off their lights, but think about how they can protect birds throughout the year. So what does it mean to have bird-safe glass? What can you do in your yard to bring in those native plants, to have a fruitful, bird-friendly community? We want Texans to know that as a state that is so diverse with birds, that we bring in birds all across birders all across the world who come here, and we want to make sure that we're creating a safe place for those birds. So beyond Lights Out, we're seeing this as a bird-friendly communities campaign, and really encouraging folks to take all steps involved.
Yeah, no, it's so vitally important. And I know this morning we're talking about birds, but this also applies to other species such as turtles, right? Similar campaigns take place in beach towns to protect turtles when it comes to light pollution. So just being informed, right, in the knowing can go a long way. We appreciate both of you coming on the show this morning. Richard and Chloe, thank you so much for your time.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You as well.